and welcome. Good morning to those of you in the morning zones and afternoon, evening for those far away. My name's Chet Davis. Delighted to have you join me today, also known as your technology tutor, as we delve into another episode of Tech for Experts and Authors. Today is day 3. Let me pull up the cute little logo because, well, that's cute, right? Today's the third day of 3 as we focus on email mistakes to avoid, especially if you're using email for business. And lots of us still do, even if you're using Facebook, if you're using Instagram, if you're using other social media, if you're using some kind of chat within a work group. Email is still a great way to get across information, as we talked about the last couple of days. Not emotion, but information. Now, today I want to talk about something particular, and that's 2 things that relate to the subject line. You know, the thing that you fill out when you send an email, like, what's this email about? And that's really important to know. We're not even talking about the effectiveness of getting people to open email, but more than 50% of the folks that you're sending an email to will receive that, will read it on their mobile device, whether it's a tablet or a smartphone and their iPhone. And it's so important because there's a tiny bit of space in their email app, what we call the mail app, that allows you to get across, what's this subject about? So the first mistake a lot of newbies or rookies don't pay attention to is definitely want to put something in that subject line, something that's very pertinent to what the heck it is you're talking about, what this message is about. If it's blank, well, one is, why should I open that, right? Well, some people say there's the curiosity appeal that will have somebody, let me click on that. But as a tech expert, as someone who advises folks on security as well as success with technology, I recommend never opening an email that has a blank subject line. You may know that's another way for hackers and spammers to reach out and get you. So I recommend deleting that subject line. And why? Even if it's from somebody you know, you trust, it's possible that their email application, their email program became infected from malware, from some kind of a hacker program, and is sending out emails to everybody in their address book. And I've received at least 2 of those from people that I do business with, that I'm friends with. And I sent them a separate email to let them know I've received this. But it was a blank subject line, and inside it had what we call an executable file that it said, I think you'd really like this. Click here, and it was an executable program that would have installed malware on my computer. So make sure, first of all, that you put something in the subject line, something short and sweet that gives them an idea what that email is about. Okay, so subject line. The second one also deals with the subject line, and this is a pet peeve from a lot of us that use technology, that use email, and that is if you're replying to someone. Maybe I received an email from somebody 3-4 months ago, right? And I find their email address. I mean to ask them this question. So I go back to that email they sent me 3 or 4 months ago in my email inbox, if I can scroll down that far, and click on that and hit reply. Well, the subject line is one they sent me 3 or 4 months ago. Maybe it was, join me on my Thanksgiving special broadcast. And that was way back in November. Well, it's March 1st today. So it would be like they would get that reply and think, what in the world is Chet talking about? Because this was months ago, Chet. Well, I didn't change the subject line. So if you're replying to someone and it doesn't have anything to do with the current thread, with the current focus, with the current subject in the subject line, then you're welcome to hit reply. Just change the subject line so it's pertinent to the current conversation. All right? So today's top 2 mistakes to avoid using email, especially for business. Make sure you put something in the subject line. Don't leave it blank and make it pertinent. Second is, if you're replying and you are changing the information, you're changing the context of your conversation, make sure that you change the subject line as well. A number of us view our email, if we get lots of email, in threads. There's a way to organize it, and so it would be out of sorts, all right? So that's it for today's topic. I hope you'll consider tuning in tomorrow, 6:45 a.m. Pacific, 9:45 Eastern. Tomorrow's Tech Tip Thursday. And if you use Keynote software on your Mac, or if you use PowerPoint software on your Mac or Windows PC, and you do presentations of any kind, you'll want to join me tomorrow. There's this little quick tip related to the keyboard that is awesome. I really like it, and I think you'd like it too. So let's go ahead and transition to this cute slide, and there's the like symbol right there. I would encourage you, if you haven't already, go ahead and like my page, Chet Davis Tech Tutor. Now, that way you'll be informed each time I broadcast or put up another tech tip to your success. If you have questions about technology you'd like me to address in an upcoming episode, I'd be delighted to hear from you. Go ahead and put that comment in the comment box below, and be sure and pass this along to a friend who may find value in the tech resources. Chet Davis, your technology tutor, saying thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye for now.